The man awoke from his coma, only to hear a roar. His wife had become a zombie. He immediately unbuckled his seatbelt and fled, searching the back seat for his daughter. After a heartbreaking yet determined battle, he successfully rescued his daughter. To comfort her, he tore off his wife's sticker from the car. Then, looking at his bitten arm, the man realized he would become a zombie within 3 hours. He immediately pulled out a map and searched for the nearest safe zone. But the nearest was 18 kilometers away. Time was running out. He quickly carried his daughter on his back and set off. He found some carrion on the road, which he bagged and hung around his waist for future use. Not long after, his daughter began to cry nonstop. The man ran into the yard and blew up a balloon with an air pump. His daughter's cries immediately stopped. Soon, the man's virus took effect, and he collapsed in agony on the grass. But he refused to give up. For his daughter, he couldn't fall. The man stood up again. He used a stick to pick up the rotten meat, guided by the smell of blood. By then, the man had become a zombie. To avoid harming his daughter, he tied his hands with a belt and carried them forward. The man finally reached the safe zone, but with a gunshot, he fell to the ground. The 3 survivors checked everything and prepared to leave, but the woman noticed something was wrong. She noticed the rotten meat on the stick and the man's bound hands. Her companions urged her to leave quickly. Just as the woman was about to leave, she heard a child crying behind her. She immediately went forward to check and found the child lying on the ground. The child's name was written on her belly. The woman finally understood everything. Ultimately, the child was saved under the man's protection. At this moment, the father's love became tangible. Although silent, it was deafening.